We're not late. It's only 10 o'clock. Hopefully my mic's good. Everything's good. It should be loud enough. Let me make sure. I'm going to make sure my mute button. Okay, mute button's working. There was a lot of talk in the beginning here. Lots of people. I'll try to kind of skim over it. I know you guys were talking a bit about Ethernet cables and stuff like that. Jack Spade says, is that the new UDM? It is in the picture, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm kind of going to skip over some of this stuff. Maybe ask it if you want me to, read it out in the live chat. I think you guys were just kind of talking back and forth towards each other. Z-Gamer, how's it going from the basement? Alphas, how's it going? Tech, how's it going? Finally caught the beginning of the stream. We usually don't do it Saturdays, but I mean, I'm working tomorrow, so it was either work today or it was work tomorrow. I'd rather work tomorrow, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I mean, days don't matter anymore. We just work whenever we want and when we can. Are we done with announcements from the Unifi conference? I think. Well, there was the conference that I'm showing these pictures from was from ISW West, which I think is a security conference. The Net Guy reviews, how's it going? First, yes, pretty much. If you don't follow the Net Guy, he does great stuff. Actually, your whole setup, your studio is awesome. I'm kind of envious. I wish I had something like that. Ryan, good morning. How's it going? Can you answer my AI Pro? Can you ask it again? Sorry, I just don't want to have to scroll up. David, how's it going? From Singapore. Tim, good morning. How's it going? Nathan, first live stream you've watched. Nice. Ali, how's it going? Bob, good morning. How's it going? Afternoon, Cody from... afternoon from... wait, hold on a sec. Afternoon from UK. I'm tired. Cody, thanks for unpacking the shopping list. Yeah, so there really isn't that many Ethernet, not testing tools, sorry. Crimping tools. Like back in the day, we used to use these 110 punch tool. So we were going back and forth in my Discord, talking about some tools and crimping tools. So these, I never use these anymore unless I have to. These are called 110 punch tools, and these are for keystone jacks. But we just use the vertical cable eye punch tool. So instead of punching down 8 conductors, you just need to crimp it once with this tool. The downside of this, you have to buy vertical cable VMAX jacks. If you don't, they won't work. I shouldn't have my Facebook up there. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. It doesn't matter. For Facebook, it doesn't ever work. It never... Actually, I should take this down too. And take that down. I tried posting the live stream on my Facebook page and it didn't show up. VJ, how's it going? Jason, good morning. ISC West, if you're getting more into access control security, yeah, I've traveled too much this year and I have a bunch of travel already coming up, so I might go next year though. But I'd really just be going to look at Ubiquiti, maybe like Pro Data Key, because I have some Pro Data Key stuff as well. We'll talk about a bit about access control because I'm going to quote a job on Monday. I assume this UDM Pro Max isn't going to handle more cameras. I don't know. That I don't know, but I would assume not. Alexander, how's it going? Lee, how's it going? Purchase blue ones you recommended. Nice. Yeah, that's all we use. Like the job site we're going to tomorrow, I think we have like 200 or 300 terminations that we're doing, and we're using all vertical cable VMAX. Becky for life, how's it going from Saudi Arabia? Ooh, coffee. Doesn't taste too good. Have they given you any update on when users can add the UCI for the cloud key? I'm not sure. I don't use that. You need a Unifi gateway, but I use the pfSense 6100. Well, you should switch out whenever they come out with a new UDM. But in all, I have no idea because we don't use the UCIs here. We don't have them. We don't have any in Canada. Fox, how's it going? Good morning. What cables and keystone jacks are good for Ubiquiti patch panels? It doesn't matter as long as it's keystone. Cody, when are we getting Lego streams? I was going to mention that because I don't know if this is my actual live. Well, I'm not showing anything on screen that I can't. So let's try this. Okay. I just bought the new Batman Lego. So that is going to be going right where that Blink poster is, most likely. Maybe it will go here. Maybe it will go under here, under the Harley Quinn. But I bought the Batman. We could take a closer look at it after, but let's see. So that's going to be cool. So we're going to end up doing some TikTok live streams. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, I know everybody doesn't do TikTok, but this is my TikTok thingy if you want to watch me build Lego and just talk about random stuff. That's what it is. And they should be coming soon. I was thinking about doing it later tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. Chantal and I are going out to look at open houses and go eat food and stuff like that. Timothy, good morning. How's it going? Next should be the UNAS Pro. I don't know. Maybe. I love your network build-out content. There are not enough creators showing how to wire the rack. I know. A lot of people want me to make them longer videos too. It's hard to make them longer videos because then people lose, like this network rack I'm putting like 200 or 300 cables in. The time it would actually take me, and then the time I shrink it down to, it would take me hours to do, and then I shrink it down to like 10 seconds. Randy, good morning. How's it going? When is the new Dream Machine Max? I have no idea. It was just shown at that conference. It was shown at the Ubiquity World Conference in Chicago. But I wasn't allowed to take any pictures or video or anything. And then this ISC West, I mean, it was like free range. Everybody could post whatever they wanted. So that kind of sucked because that would have made my Chicago video a lot better. Yeah, they only have it in US right now, working with US ISPs. I think it may work with other ISPs, but it's not even available here. Bella's finally bringing fiber to the home to my home in Vaughan. Do I still need to use their modem, or could I take? It depends if it's a business line or residential. I think Bell won't give you the PPPoE credentials if it's a residential line. UDM Pro Max Ether lighting. I doubt that's going to happen. And I don't know why you'd want it on that because it's only like the 8 little ports. How do we find a picture of it? We'll look at that after, actually. Yep, doing well, Tim. Yep. Yes, hit the like button. We got 135 people here, 18 likes. Can I use the AI Pro camera cable from side, or do I need to route it from inside attached to wall? They probably have a little knockout that you can do on the side. Yeah, it probably does. Where's the pros? I haven't actually installed any pros myself. Yeah, it's got this little notch out. Tech specs. Cameras. Where are you, AI? Whoops, that's AI bullet. Mocha's trying to jump over where my Lego is. Marketing images. Let's try to see if we could see the little notch. I can't see it. There's this little notch where the cable, if you have to put it on the wall, that the cable just sits into. So you'll be perfectly fine. Randy, good morning. Cody, there any recommended cable? You could go with vertical cable, Cat 6 or Cat whatever you're going with. Ubiquity cable's decent. Belden cable, very pricey. Anything, yeah, just make sure it's copper. Make sure it's not copper-clad aluminum because that could cause fire. I'm thinking switching from pfSense to UDM Pro. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, the video is going to be great. Skyflight Videos, how's it going? Arbiter, good afternoon. It's sunny in the UK. It is very windy and rainy here right now. Mocha, don't be playing with that. 4 out of 5 techies prefer dark mode. Yeah, I actually had somebody comment on my last video about my Reddit not being dark mode. I guess I could make Google Chrome dark as well, but I just haven't. I probably will soon. Mike, how's it going? Please make a longer video and show us cabling in detail. So the cabling's already run, so you're not going to be seeing that. You're not going to be seeing any of the actual cable runs. We ended up putting some J-hooks, but they had bridle rings already. I think it was bridle rings. Yeah, they had bridle rings all around the perimeter from the last vendor, the last company that was on that floor. So we just used the bridle rings and then we Velcroed all the way down. Bridle rings are actually, I prefer them. And J-hooks are ridiculously expensive right now. Yeah, let me find a page that's a little bit not so bright for your eyes. There we go. Robert, good morning. Tech Talk and Unbox, good morning, Saf1. Saf1's got actually here a couple YouTubers back to back. So there's Saf1, and then DPC Technology. They do great videos on cameras, and that's why not the reason I stopped doing cameras. It's just very hard doing camera reviews from my home. But two YouTubers you should follow. Morning, Cody. I'm moving into to the new house in 3 months. Should I wait for the Wi-Fi 7 APs or should I go? Well, they already have a U7 Pro. You could grab that. I don't recommend waiting on gear because, I mean, you could be waiting forever. There goes Mocha. Who was asking about Mocha? Somebody was asking about Mocha. I think it was one of the ones in the basement. Ritesh, how's it going from India? Oh, there, Z Gamer saying, can we see Mocha on stream? She was there, but now she just took off. Do you think Ubiquiti will expand to lights in switches? PoE lighting is gaining popularity. So they had a video on the Connect line of stuff. This was going back a year or two ago. And it was showing PoE lights, like pot lights, as well as they already had some lighting before, PoE lighting, like panel lighting, and then they got rid of it. But that was all supposed to be a part of the Connect line, but it still hasn't happened. Same with like a smart thermostat. I just love cats. I love cats too. They've been in their catio. Chantel, actually, I don't know if I could show this. Can I show this? I guess I probably could. Why couldn't I? Why couldn't I? You guys can't see it on screen right now, so let's do. Oh, that camera's got a bunch of freaking. I'll just take a screenshot. Shoot, no, I can't take a screenshot. I got something on there that I can't have pop up. Anyway, she put like little wood chippings down at the bottom that you see when you buy like a hamster's nest or something like that. Because in the winter we covered the catio in the grass. Now it's all mud. Anyway, they love it. I need Unifi to, let me actually get rid of this so it doesn't bog my crap down. I need Unifi to release garage door opener since they are going into the Axis stuff. I think you could tie somebody's garage door opener into your Axis stuff, but I don't know if they're going to release a garage door opener. The only the only time you would ever not want not dark mode is if you're outside or the sun is blazing. I use light mode all the time. I don't know why. Like, does it hurt your eyes? Maybe my eyes are getting older and I need the light mode. I don't know. Do you have a review on the U6 Plus? If not, could you make one, please? I do not, and I probably won't. Access Point. The only Access Point reviews I'll probably do from now on are like the brand new. Access Point reviews are kind of meh. They're a little boring. Everybody's speeds and, you know, everything within Wi-Fi is going to be different for your situation, and just because of how Wi-Fi works. In Space Coast, Florida, we are going to be in. When are we going to Florida? I think we're in Florida June and August. Yeah, I'll test the UXG Max on Hostify, but it probably won't be today, because I'm going out. I was going to do a review on the Pro Max, but I bought one and I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. Is possible other new UDR? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Any news on the Switch Pro Max 16? Nope. The only thing that I've probably seen about that, like if you're in a part of the Ubiquiti Discord, that's where it may be. Let me see. Maybe I could change Google Chrome to dark mode. So, at the bottom, hold on. Right of new tab. At the bottom right, a new tab under appearance. Where the heck is appearance? You know what? We'll have Google Chrome dark mode on for next stream. How about that? I actually did a poll because there's somebody complaining about me having dark mode on for some web pages. And it's fine. I get it because I like light mode as well. But they're like, I won't watch videos anymore that aren't in light mode. I don't know. I mean, I can't win. Do you think the new U7 APs will come out before H1 or after? I have no clue. So they mentioned at the Ubiquity World Conference that they're going to have 11 new APs this year, but I'm not sure. No news on the Unifi NAS. Nope. Is because it's 2x2 MIMO. It's 2x2 MIMO on each band though. So you got 6 spatial streams on it. It's actually a really great AP and it works well for homes. What do you think about AI? I'm just curious. I saw, was it you posting about AI? I don't get into any of the AI stuff. I know other creators do, like ChatGPT and, you know, all that type of stuff. I just don't, I really don't care, to be honest. The Unified GPT is kind of cool. That's the only one I probably use. I know there's other AI things like AI art and stuff like that, but I don't use it at all. New PTZ and rumors. Yeah, let's bring, I just got to find the links. So people are going to kill me because Reddit is also in flight mode. But you know what? Whatever. We're going to live with it. All of us together. Let me bring up all these Reddit threads. 1, 2. Oh, Clay, I don't know if you're still in here. I messaged you on, I sent you a message on LinkedIn. Because I saw that they took your post down on Facebook. Which is kind of odd. Okay. All right, so I'll answer a couple of questions and then we'll look at the actual equipment that was shown on Reddit. Any news on Unifi NAS? Nope. Even if there was, I couldn't talk about it, so I have no idea. Buying a Pro Max PoE today, it's back in stock in Canada. I think it's the first time that it's ever been in Canada, the 24. Just a reminder, yeah. So I'll end up telling people, yeah, maybe. Okay, right now, let me just shout out a couple things that I need to shout out. It's whoops. Is that gonna show up there? Oh no, it's not good. I gotta sell out a bit. We always need to do this a little bit to support the channel. So if you're buying Ubiquity stuff, please use my affiliate link. That's my affiliate link right there. Chantal and I also have a vlog channel, which we are trying to get up to 500 subs. I forget what we're at. We're at 463. So we're pretty close. And we just released a new Jamaica video today, I think it was. So that's that video. Is there anything else I need to shout out? I think that's pretty much it. I do have other affiliate links for like Amazon and stuff like that. That's all in the description, VOIP.MS. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. Thank you, the one below. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Way back when, one of my professors actually did a session where he explained white text on black background is better than black text on white background. Interesting. One of the help desk people who does in a lot of presentations at my work says that light mode works better when displaying on large wall size displays. That probably is true. Fusion, how's it going? Any idea when the black version of the turret will be available or the junction boxes? I have no idea. I had a turret and I gave it to my mom and my stepdad because one of their G4 domes is acting a little funny. When would the Enterprise gear? I have no, so release dates we have no idea about. Cyberdog, how's it going? Yeah, it was I who posted it. Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. I looked at it quickly. So the Daryl DeRosia video, not sure if it's happening or not. It would be really great. So for people who don't know who Daryl DeRosia is, he is like the Wi-Fi engineer for the FedEx Forum, which Robert Perro owns, and that's, I mean, they have a bunch of what are they called? UX, whatever those huge APs are. The massive APs. I think they have about 300 APs throughout the whole stadium. We were trying to get them onto a video to kind of talk about it, but we'll have to see. Oh yeah, no worries if you haven't been on LinkedIn. I just, yeah, it's all good. It was just a quick question to you. I was kind of curious. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you do builds in the US as well? Not usually, or no, we don't. I never have. I would have to get some type of work visa, I would think. Good morning from the soccer field. Good morning, Terry. How's it going? I'm not opposed to doing. I am done with traveling this year. I still have, yeah, I'm done with traveling this year. I still have like 4 trips to go on. AI stuff just really isn't my thing and never really has been. It's yeah, I could see where it could make some things useful. Isn't Ubiquiti Enterprise Line a product called Ubiquiti UISP? So the UISP stuff is their point-to-point or point-to-multipoint gear. It's not, I mean, I guess it's enterprise, but it's more for wireless ISPs. The enterprise stuff that they're talking about is like new enterprise gear that may be announced. Let's quickly look at a few of these. All right. So the UDM, the Dream Machine Pro Max. What it has and what people, so I did a video on it showing we got permission because it was all public at this place to post these pictures and do a video on. So the Dream Machine Pro Max, a lot of people are complaining about a few things here. One, where is the PoE and 2.5 gig interfaces on the Dream Machine? If you are just using this as a solo switch in all-in-one unit and you're not adding any other switches, this isn't for you. This device is supposed to handle about 200 devices, like unified devices, as well as 2,000 plus clients. If you don't have another PoE switch connected to this, there's no reason for you to buy it. Buy a UDM SE, then you have your PoE ports, you have your 2.5 WAN, and then you have your two 10 gig ports as well, S&P plus. Another thing, people were complaining about the IDS and IPS speed. The UDM SE only does 3.5. This does 4.3, so that's a huge improvement. Most people don't even have over gig speeds in their homes. Like, this is geared towards businesses, not for us in our homes. For me, I have like 25 clients on my network. That's it. I'm never going to max out or even come close to what this could handle. It's got the 1.3 inch touchscreen, and then it's got the SSD inside, and then obviously the 2 hard drive bays. So the 2 hard drive bays, I could assume that's just going to be used for RAID 1 for protect storage. What else were people complaining about? So what was said within the conference, so real high availability, so virtual router redundancy protocol, VRRB, which Ubiquiti just has a flashy name for it, shadow mode. That is supposed to be true high availability. It's not supposed to be like how shadow mode is right now. Your UDM goes down, then we have to swap cables. Who wants to do that if they're 100 miles away and then they have to drive into the office? So it should be like an active passive, or they'll be synced, and then it will just fail over if the top one dies. I think it's going to be a great device. We'll end up, if it actually does what the specs say it can, we'll end up installing this everywhere. 11 new APs already having a, sorry, yeah, it's a little hard. Laptops are 2x2. It's more for high density and stuff like that. My go-to AP right now is still the U6 Pro, but in the, actually, can I bring that up? I'm working on, this is Ekahau. I'm working on a video on Ekahau about the planning of the design for the Wi-Fi at this shared space that you guys will see. I love to buy Ubiquiti. They don't, I almost assume, so Ubiquiti World Conference is coming to Australia. Maybe they'll announce something there about a store. I want to manage 2 sites, Site A and Site B. I want Site B to use Site A's internet and local network. You want Site, so I don't even know how you do that. I'd have to think about it. Or send me an email. I could try to figure it out for you. Do you know anything about or have any hopes for feature? My biggest feature release for 4.0 is high availability, like true high availability, and that's it for now. They showed a lot of cool stuff that I can't talk about at Ubiquiti World Conference. That is also going to be great. Thank you. I will say hello to Chantel from you as well. You just watched the Grand Palladium tour. Yeah, it was I like the other resort better. Chantel liked Grand Palladium, so we'll have to see where we're going. Just imagine an AI Wi-Fi, yes. And yes, smash the like button. The like buttons, it actually really does help. People don't understand or realize that. Well, I'm running UDM Pro, the best home network router ever. Or router. The UDM Pros, I mean, they're good for business. They're They're good for homes from the price point. Like, I don't know what they're going to price this at. When you think about it, I think what are the UDMSEs? $500? Let's go to the US site. US site. iCloud Gateway. Yeah, so it's $500. So if this has double the capacity, double the hard drive space, minus the PoE, I don't know. I'm going to guess it's going to be $799. $799, somewhere around there. What do you think the G5 PTZ will cost because it has impressive feature set? So let's look at the G5 PTZ. That was the next one on the list anyway. I already said in the comments, I think it's going to be, this is what I'm going with. And these are all guesses and it's in US dollars. I'm going to say $299. It's probably going to be higher than that, but I'm sticking with $299. If they could do it at $299, that'd be great. One of the biggest complaints about what I had in the comments about this was only the 2x optical zoom. But if it's on if it's on my house, I don't care. 2x optical zoom is perfect. So it does 2K. It does AI event detection. So that would be our smart person, vehicle, possibly animal, I hope. IR night vision, integrated LED. Oh, there's a spotlight. I didn't even realize that. I didn't read that. I missed that. So integrated LED spotlight for color night vision. So you could think about that color night vision, kind of like the G5 Pro with the enhancer on it. Connect using PoE Plus, and then it's it's weatherproof. But then up here it says compact weatherproof 2K HD camera with remote pan, tilt, zoom control, automatic person tracking, and patrol mode. So patrol mode is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. It's still not out on their massive $1,800 one. So hopefully that does come. But I'm going to say $299. It's probably going to be more like $499. We'll see though. The problem I have with the Unifi UDM stuff is the firewall side of the house is very lacking compared to pfSense. If they ever get that, I don't know what's lacking. I think I think it's great. I use it every day though. If you're not using it every day and aren't familiar with it, maybe that's why. I mean, pfSense can do a lot. You could download packages and stuff. I haven't used pfSense in a very long time. My UDMSC doing 6 gigabits with IDS IPS active. Why is it saying max? I guess it depends on everything that's on your network. We have bought an Ekahau for work. Yes, so I was supposed to. I'm going to have this video out next week. Can I show this? I don't know. I just want to make sure there's no information that I can't show. I don't think there is. I got to draw these I got to draw these freaking walls better though. This is the I think I could show all this. I'm showing it in a video anyway, so it doesn't matter. So this is AI Pro. You guys might think it's like exactly like Unified Design Center. It is, but it's way more advanced. So this is the design that we're actually going with for this floor, shared workspace. We only have 3 APs that are going to be broadcasting 2.4 gigahertz. And you can see we pretty well have it covered. Most of the clients in there won't even be 2.4. So we have channel 1 here, we have channel 11, and then channel 6. So they won't be overlapping. Got our 5 gigahertz completely covered. And this is going with the Ekahau best practices. So up to minus 70 dBm, which everywhere seems to be good. And then we have 6 gigahertz, which probably won't be used too much. But this is the simulated design because these are all the U6 enterprise access points. We're going to go around with the Sidekick 2, and we're going to do a full heat map scan and see how or validate our Wi-Fi design. I think it's going to be a fun video. The first video is just on the design aspect in AI Pro. Second one will be like, we don't even have the access points up yet. Have you tested the intercom? I haven't. I was supposed to get one to do a video on. I still haven't got it. Maybe I'm not getting it anymore. The job at the farmhouse, which you would have seen, or here, let me link it. Farmhouse. Farmhouse? Unified. Here, let me link both of them. I love these videos. I like doing on-site videos. So this is the first farmhouse video. you haven't seen it. This is the second one. Is the second one? Yeah. So we need to go back to the farmhouse. The electricians ran a copper line up to the gate from the main house where our rack is sitting. Well, it's 650 feet away. There was no connection at all. So we couldn't get any internet to the gate controller. Right now we're using some wireless solution. But they ended up ripping out the Cat6 cable, running a fiber. Now we have to go back and terminate the fiber, which I'll be doing myself. Terminate the fiber, put up a couple NEMA boxes, put a switch in there, put a Unifi access hub, and then we're going to be tying the gate into the Unifi access hub and using the intercom because it's going to eventually turn into an Airbnb with a bunch of little cabins. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Okay, let's move on. But they're never in stock. The Cloud Gateway Ultra is pretty cool. Yeah, the stock thing... The main things that we buy are usually always in stock, but the new hot items that just released, yeah, it's a little bit different. You wouldn't... hold on a sec. You wouldn't pay more than 150 USD for the PTZ? You might not be getting it then. My whole house is running Cat6a cables, also the Keystones. I like Ubiquity patch panels, but they... they're Cat6. Should I use Cat6a patch cables? You'd probably still get 10 gig speeds, but go with something like monoprice Cat6a, something like that, or vertical cable. What kind of IDS, IPS need to engage when you're running speed tests? What kind of IDS need to engage? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that question. Your speed test is all going to be determined by your ISP. I wonder what the new access points we're going to get. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. What about the U7 Pro? Is it worth it? Maybe. I think it's a good access point. I mean, you could still use 5 gigahertz and 2.4. Anyone been successful VLAN override to move a Wi-Fi camera to a different VLAN without bad results? With like Wi-Fi magic, I have, absolutely. The base station, yes. Considering the features that are close to Bullet Cam, will it have a mic or two-way audio? Considering the features, will it have? Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. You're talking about the PTZ? I would assume it would have maybe audio, but then again, you have to check your state laws to see if you're even allowed to record audio. I'd like more than 2 times zoom because I'd zoom in the chickadees. Yes, so people who are on farms, this probably won't work for you. If you're looking to do something like that, you're going to have to spend the money on the $1,800 one. Will be G5 PTZ have automatic tracking features? It says that it's going to have the person tracking and it's going to have some patrolling. Robert Pear's net worth is on a different level. Yes. Now let's just hope his stocks go up further because I got a lot of them and they're very down. Can you connect a USG to a UDM? Yes, but I don't know why you would. I'd just use a UDM. A true traffic monitoring page would be awesome. They kind of have it on the dashboard a bit about internet activity, but it's not. Yeah, I agree. I think it could be better. Here. I guess it would the same way promised features are coming in an undisclosed future firmware update. Yeah, I wish they kind of stopped doing that. Like if we still look at the PDU Pro, I don't know if PDU Pro, that probably still has virtual router redundancy is coming soon. The asterisk, virtual router redundancy support coming soon. But I'm hoping they don't use it with the actual cable modem. I don't think that's, or not cable modem, the PDU. I don't think that's the best choice. Let's see. Do you have any info on when Unifi talk? It is available in Europe. Is it not? It's available in the United Kingdom. I guess it depends on where you are in Europe. Oh, look, that is actually awesome that it pops up. Unifi World Conference coming to a location near you. Wow. That's really cool. So they got Australia on the May 2nd. I'm still waiting and hoping that they add a Canada date for Toronto. I would definitely go. But yeah, they have Unifi Talk right here. This is the United Kingdom website. I don't know which website you use, but it is there. What package did you get from Ubiquiti yesterday? That is an thing that I cannot discuss. That's what we'll go with. Tim, thank you very much. Dave's Garage YouTube channel did a video putting an OpenSense between the UDM Pro and has 5 gigabit into his house. He set it up in transparent mode, and all it does is IDS IPS. Interesting. I did see that, or I saw his thumbnail come up for that video. I haven't watched it yet, though. Oh, the point to multi-point stuff is hard because I don't do a lot of it. So what would be a preferred AP and point-to-point? Yeah, I wouldn't know off my head. Probably like these new wave stuff, I guess. If the wave technology has a 5 gigahertz, which it does, I would probably go with something like that. I don't do enough of it to know it inside and out like I do Unifi, unfortunately. Based on your experience, how long do you think the new lineup will be in Canada after they release? I'm hoping that we start having store, an AP comes out in the US this day, it comes out the same day in Canada, because they usually do that with Europe, and I don't see why they couldn't do it in Canada. Canada is a heck of a lot closer. But in reality, it's probably going to be a couple weeks after it comes out in the US. That's usually what happens. Usually I don't daisy chain switches unless, if you're in a house, you're probably never going to notice it. But in businesses, we never do. You're probably looking at 2 or 3, then you'd start. Would you ever notice it in a home environment? Most likely not. It'd be nice to have a Windows widget desktop that you can install on base browser. I don't know. Applications tend not to update refresh. Oh, I don't have any issues with that, no. It's really interesting that zero weight DFS is still coming soon on the U6 Pro, but it's been available on the Unifi. Yes, yeah. I don't know if there's like some sort of licensing that they got to go through to get that, but have you ever had to connect non-Unifi cameras to a unified network? There is a GitHub app to do it, but I haven't seen anyone do it in Canada. Like, are you talking about in Protect? No, I have never done that. I only put Unifi Protect cameras in Protect. Have we installed other camera systems in our Ubiquiti networks? Yes, we have. Bonjour. I don't think you can, no, Robert. I don't think you could use Bonjour, and I'm not too sure what you would use to get that to work. Not off the top of my head. Unified Talk is only available in the UK, not the rest of Europe. Oh, okay. So I'm not too sure when it's coming to the S or the rest. I thought they said Q3. For other parts, it may say here. New integration. Yeah, it just says US, UK, and Canada. Additional international support planned for 2024. We'll see. I really want... black ones are in stock now. I really want some new phones. That's what I'm hoping for soon. And the soft phone. That's what I'm really hoping for. I don't do any home. I barely do any home automation. I probably should get into it more. I have some Lutron smart lights and stuff like that, but not too much. For example, if you go to the device page and then you are on a device, it doesn't show online until you refresh. Well, it takes a couple seconds for it. They used to have a setting within where the refresh rate would happen, where you could drop it down to like 20 seconds. I'm not sure if that's in the new UI. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I know exactly what you're talking about. I usually just wait, go get a drink or something. What do you think will happen to the G4 PTZ after the I don't think they'll drop it. I doubt they would discount it too much. I know they've had a discount on a couple of them a few times, but the new or the PTZ that's available now, that's going to be meant for more business. We've installed a ton of them. Let's see. What would be cool if you click on a phone number link, it would auto-populate on the Unified Talk ready to dial in the same way. Yeah, I think Grandstream does that. Actually, we got to talk about Grandstream too a little bit. Has anyone paired an alarm or a flashing light with the Protect cameras? I have not. What? Well, the G5 PTs or the G5 Pro with the enhancer on it, it's like a motion light. So yeah. What phone do I have right now? This is actually a really nice phone. How do I bring it live stream? It's not hooked up yet. I was messing around with the cloud stuff, but so this is a let's see, what the heck is it? This is a 2670. I didn't realize it's touchscreen. Oh, you guys can't see that. Menu. You know, it's touchscreen, which is awesome. And then it has physical buttons. This is what I wish Ubiquiti came out with. Something like this. I don't mind the touchscreens that they have right now. But I think to have options to have physical buttons would be great. You have it set to automatic. You used to be able to change the timing. Do you need to connect the UNVR or Pro with 10 gigabit for more than 10 cameras? I would probably put it at 10 gig if you can. If you have your UNVR by your UDM Pro, why not? Wait for the much rumored Unifi NAS or go to a different product that already exists. That's always the difficult thing. I never really wait on gear. When I want to buy something, I just buy it. I realize like budgets and stuff like that. Because you may be waiting forever. Something like that may never get released. We don't know. I'm hoping they discount the UDM Pro at some stage. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not sure if it will. Yeah, the G4, the PTZ is incredible. The 4K on it, it's awesome. They way overbuilt it. It probably needs a discount, but it has more of life in it. It does. I wish it wasn't so big. It's freaking heavy. Like it scared me sometimes installing it. I'm like, I really hope this holds on the wall. Any talk or any plans for Ubiquiti to bring talk feature to the iOS app? Yes. Yep. I've never used Yealink phones. I think Jason's Lab sent me one or something a while ago. I gotta find where I put that. I hope UI will formally release the 7-inch and 13-inch Connect displays. I hope so too. I have the 21-inch and I'm not using it right now. It was there. I replaced it with my Batman Lego. I don't really have any place to put the 21-inch right now, and I don't know what to do with it. I guess watch protect cameras. I want to get my work off their NVR system. The NVR system, they don't use HTTPS, and it had opened the oof. Yeah, that's scary. We run into that a ton. Is there any chatter about dropping support for the G3 Flex, G3 N's? Not that I've heard of. No. Nope. I'm still running a couple G3 Flexes for the sides of my house, and they work great. Yes, okay, that's right. They did. You're right. They did discount the UDM Pros for Christmas, which was like one of the first times that we ever really saw a deal within their Unifi lineup. What are the benefits between single sign-on email versus server? Well, you'd be using your own custom server rather than Ubiquiti's. The SSO email is way easier. They handle it all. They can on the back end. Let's see. Good morning. I have a troubleshooting question. I rebooted my UDM Pro this morning, and the small display is stuck saying estimated time. I could log into the console, and it looks fine. Interesting. It's probably just the screen stuck. If your UDM is working fine without the screen, I would just kind of leave it. You could always post in the community, and like Glenn or somebody might pick it up. It could be a bug. The G4 PTZ is massive. It's huge. For that phone, do you get phone number from Bell or a landline, or can you use a cell phone plan? So for this phone, I use VOIP.MS. That's my SIP provider. So like Unifi Talk. Unifi Talk uses Twilio as their backend SIP provider. I use VOIP.MS when I'm doing Grandstream installs. I'm going to be doing a full Grandstream build because they did send me a bunch of gear a while ago. Grandstream. So let's kind of look at Grandstream quickly here. I know it's not of interest to a ton of people, but they sent me some layer 3 switches. I don't think they sent me any 48. I forget. I think they sent me a couple 24s. They sent me that phone. They sent me a hotel phone that was dead on arrival. unfortunately. I don't know if they sent me a PBX, like one of their UCMs phone system, but I already have one. So they sent me, oh, did they send me this phone? Yeah, they sent me this phone. I really do like their phone lineup. Like if you're Grandstream, their whole suite, like they have Wave is their mobile app for the mobile phone, but it's also a desktop app. They have instant messaging. Like there's a crazy amount of stuff that you could do with Grandstream. And they just announced this Grandstream releases a cloud PBX. Willie Howe just did a video on it the other day. But instead of having a physical phone system, little UCM sitting in your rack, and say you only have four workers or whatever, well, you could do like the startup plan. It's a yearly fee. It's like $100 a year, but then you don't need to buy physical hardware. All you have to buy is the phones, and this supports all their apps like Wave and whatnot. Are the AI cameras worth it? I hope so. Just order them. Yes, I like the AI cameras. Yep. Do you use early access? Well, nobody has early access anymore. Oh, early access. You're talking about you're talking about the release channels for software. Yes, I do. In my lab. But I don't ever do it for clients. Like we never run early access at clients. I just got into Unifi a month ago. Does Ubiquiti have sales for Black Friday? They just kind of started. I don't know if they're going to do Black Friday sales. We were just talking about that a minute ago. They had a sale for Christmas holidays. Is there any new firmwares in the work for UDMs? There always is. If you've been around Ubiquiti long enough, there is always updates, new firmware updates all the time. It's constant. I know there's been several new releases of the EA, but firmware seems to be slowed down on EA. Well, it's probably slowed down too because a bunch of the employees are at these Ubiquiti World conferences. How much does that SIP number cost? Can you plug that phone in anywhere in the world and it will talk? Depends how you set up. But yes, it doesn't do SMS messaging. I think Grandstream might have it though. And the cost, I rarely use the phone, so I wouldn't know. But it's very cheap. It's like 0.004 cents a minute or something like that. Cody, since the UDM Pro has two 10 gigabit SOPs ports, enabling use of two different ISPs to load balance, can't we set them in active standby so that if one, well, that's how it's set up. Right off the bat, it's on failover. Yep, that's exactly how it's set up. You could load balance it if you want. I never do, but or you could just have it as a failover. Cody, when they will release the announced product like the G, I have no idea. I don't have any dates about anything. I wish I did. Ferris, thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Member for 1 month. Woo! Yeah, I keep saying I got to do things for members. I really do. Oh, did you ever get your... I should just give you my cell phone number because I rarely check those. I just saw it actually yesterday morning, the message you sent me on Discord. I hope you got that resolved. I've been with Unifi now just under 3 years. I've been with them for, I don't even know how long, a long time. We've had false positives with the IDS IPS. It does a pretty good job. Everyone, please remember to hit the like button. Yep, that's Sean. Tell everybody, say good morning. What is your opinion on the AI Theta standard? I think it's great. The little hub thing that it comes with, somebody was messaging, watched my video and commented. You're really going to want to install those AI Thetas in somewhere where you could reach the hub if anything ever goes wrong. I wish there was a longer cable, but there isn't. Worth installing in a residential house. I don't know about that. It would look a lot nicer. The AI 360 is bigger. I don't really put cameras in houses, but if they want it, so be it. Any ideas when the Dream router is available again? I have no clue. Yeah, we don't get any dates on things. I mean, maybe once in a while when a new product releases and we have YouTube videos going back and forth, but I wouldn't be able to say that anyway. But as for stock, no clue. Oh, it's up and running. Awesome. I'm glad. Have you ever used a long-range Ethernet repeater? What would you do if you needed to get PoE So you probably would use the repeater. I did a video on it. Oh, that would have been a good... No, I couldn't have done that for the gate. I was just thinking about that. We should have done that for the gate property, but it's better we run fiber because fiber, if it gets struck by lightning, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so the Ethernet repeater, I did it in a little video in my office where I had like 10 different boxes of cable and I plugged a bunch in and it worked after I think about 1,000 feet. Brother, how's it going? Good to see you. Did you see the video? Yes, I was watching Crosstalk's video when he was doing it. It was pretty cool. Very interesting. Long drive to go do that video, though. I know that you've been in the networking game for a couple of years, but as a newbie like me getting into it, could you make some videos on opinions and updates on Ubiquiti devices? I don't know what type of update video you're talking about, but I do quite a lot of videos on Ubiquiti. It really depends what you're going for. Like, I'm probably not going to go down to like a super basic level, just because the community we built. Like, I'm not going to say what is a patch panel and explain that in my videos. But yeah, we're going to end up doing a new 2024 build of Unifi Network, and I'll try to make it as simplistic as I can without using, too many words that people may not understand, I guess. Yes, let's get those likes to over 100. We're at 84. We need 16. Can I install any SIM card for the LTE? That I don't know of because we don't have the LTE here. I thought you could, but it might be locked to AT&T, something like that. Where is it? It's not PowerTech, is it? LTE Pro. I thought it was locked. Works with the AT&T network, so you could get an AT&T SIM. I thought they were coming out with one that could work with any provider, but obviously it doesn't look like it yet. Is it possible to get a notify when somebody joins the guest network? That I'm not sure of. I'd have to look at the notifications. I don't think so, though. They're still supporting, yeah. Oh, okay, so you're telling somebody. Yep. The USG 3s, they're getting old, though. You might want to look into getting a new one. In the IDS, IPS, in the Unifi routers using some ASICs are offloading. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look at that. I'd have to look at the actual specs that they have. I don't think they have ASICs for offloading, though. What is the app you use to design wireless? Okay. So, what do we use? Design. So, Design Center is good if you don't want to spend money. This will give you a very general heat map and stuff like that. And you can't test it. You can't validate. There are specific things that you can't do that something like this, like AI Pro, actually tells you, because this will add in clients. It will add in capacity, throughput. Like, you could do a crap ton of stuff with this. And then we have let me grab it. Let me grab the Sidekick too. And then we have this Sidekick too. But for people at home, you're not going to buy a Sidekick 2 because it's like $13,000 US. If you're designing Wi-Fi for, whoops, I'm going to stop hitting that. You're designing Wi-Fi for your business. I mean, the Sidekick 2, and even some businesses can't afford it because it's pretty expensive. Where's my scene? Full screen live. So that's the Sidekick 2. What you do after you install your APs, you attach the little top and you walk around with it, and it'll start collecting data from the APs and neighboring APs. It will tell you like co-channel interference, adjacent interference, a ton of stuff. That's where people go wrong with design. Like, they don't validate their design in any way. And going with the Unified Design Center is fine. I mean, it gives you a great base model, and it's free. But you never really know what's actually going on. Like, are we actually getting, what's it saying down here? Are we actually getting minus 55 dBm where my mouse is pointing right now? You have no clue. unless like you'd never be able to do a heat map scan. I guess you could use Signal Mapper, but there's a reason why these tools cost so much. Wi-Fi is very complex, but design.ui.com, that's what I use, or that's what I've used, but I use Ekahau AI Pro, and I also use NetAlly AirCheck G3. That would be so annoying though. Okay, so you can get notifications when clients leave a join. Not sure if you could set a limit, and it is a lot of messages. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. Where was I? Shoot, I missed a lot here. Oh, there we go. For personal use, do you think it's worth adding UDM Pro to use a shadow mode, or is it overkill? That depends on how important the internet at your house is for you. Like I have shadow mode going right now, just the basic one that they have going. You could always just buy another UDM and have it as a cold spare, really. If you have multiple locations for one company already connected by SD-WAN, would you use one controller with multiple gateways or something like the UDM? So I use UDMs at pretty much every site that I manage. Corning makes a hybrid fiber power cable. Really? Well, the Corning fiber, and I bet you it's expensive. Corning hybrid fiber. What is that? Hybrid fiber coaxial networks. Interesting. We didn't end up using, we didn't pull the cable, the electricians did for the fiber at the farmhouse. Would love for somebody to do a deep dive of what it is actually running under the hood. I think somebody did. Cameron Gray, maybe? I think he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me bring up his channel. I think he did. I won't search for his videos, but I'll link his channel anyway if you want to go look. Cameron Gray. Oh, there he's right there. He may have done one a while ago. I think he did. I think he tore apart the UDM. I've been looking forward to the 2024 build. Yeah, I don't like doing those videos, but I know a lot of people find them useful, so I probably end up doing it. In Europe, there is possible to get one that is unlocked and you could use any data sim. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Oh, where am I? Missed something. You get notifications, but export. Okay, so that was fixed. Let me bring it up. I actually just did a video on this yesterday. Community release notes. And yeah, that was a massive ordeal. So if we look under here, bug fixes, PDF export bug fixes, fix issue where topology is not fully displayed, fixed issues, PDF creation, and misalignment. I downloaded the PDF a couple times just to make sure it worked, and it worked every time. So I'm very happy with that. Let's see. Ever do a gate opener with Unifi access and use the solar point? I haven't. The solar point switches are very hard to get. We are going to be using a Unifi access for the gate at the farmhouse, but we're using fiber. Anything you would suggest for WAN failover for setup for the Unifi gateways like UDM Pro? It really depends on where you live. Here we have fiber and we have coax coming into the house, so I use Rogers and Bell. Where you live, you might have one fiber company, but you don't have any other companies, so maybe use something like Starlink or an LTE backup. I don't have any, like we don't have LTE either, so I just pay 2 different ISPs. In a router like pfSense using the x86 hardware, the CPU is doing all the packet inspection, but in most next generation firewalls using ASICs, yes. Cody, is there a way to combine both UISP and unified devices? No. I don't think so. No, because they have UISP Design Center and then they have the Unified Design Center. It's completely different. How long have I been going here? Okay, we'll go a bit longer. Only been going an hour. Protect face recognition is doesn't notify on phone. Do you know why? Because I don't think it's out yet. I don't think you would have to be running an early access version, I believe, of Unifi Protect app on your phone for that to be able to take effect. That will be coming though. Yes, it is based on Sarasota. Yep. One of two. Is there a way to restrict a port to accept physical connections while allowing wireless? So doing it by the MAC ID will only allow the wireless. I think you could use like 802.1, 802.1x radio or authentication to do that. And will it work? The port accept the APs? Yeah. So you're looking at something to do like something like 802.1x. I have a coax cable from Comcast. I have a business line 1.2. In the last 30 days, Comcast has interrupted, and I had to send someone to unplug the router and power it up. You know what you could use? You should be getting one of these. US. Power plug? Do they even sell the power plug anymore? Oh, right. Oh, shoot. Well, that's out of stock. Power Tech. Well, if you have a PDU Pro, I don't know. I forgot what you have. But what the PDU Pro does, if you plug in your ISP modem into it and it doesn't detect internet, it will just power cycle the modem. They also, where did all their power stuff go? PoE and power. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they have a couple different options. They got the PDU Pro, they have the smart power plug, and the smart power switch that all do that, which works great. I think they'll improve it. Yeah, I don't use IPv6, so it doesn't really bother me, but I know some people it does. Cody, thanks for the stream. Got to go hook up a new PDU. Nice. Have fun with hooking up the PDU. Have a great day and a good weekend. How much do you usually charge for labor for camera installs? I've been in the industry roughly 15 years, but have looking to start a business. That is hard. That's hard to judge because every area is a little bit different. Is 150 USD per camera cable run? I don't know. I think that's reasonable. So I'd probably do $150 for the cable, and then I would do an hourly rate. Like the camera probably shouldn't take you that long to hook up, say a half hour, and say your labor rate is $140 an hour. So you're charging $70 because it's a half hour. But everybody's different because your overhead's going to be different than my overhead. If you have employees and stuff like that. I know some people who charge, 300 US. I mean, we only charge for Cat 6 like $150 Canadian, which is like $120 US or something like that. DPC technology, 150 is reasonable. Yeah, there we go. So we charge 175, and it really depends on where you live, cabling cost, all that type of stuff. Thanks in the basket. Yes, that's definitely the unit you want. You're PCMD. How's it going? Good morning. We will have. I know you like the Grandstream stuff. There's Grandstream stuff coming up. Mike, good morning. How are you doing? I think he just bought the. Appreciate it. I think he just bought the PDU. I won't be in, and unless Ubiquity flew me out and paid for my stuff, I would definitely go. I will. Oh, you'll be visiting. I thought you said, will you be visiting? Okay. I will be visiting UWC Munich. I saw in your video that everyone gets a U7 Pro. I think they will do it at every single one. Yeah. Yep. Which is very nice of them. Because it's a free event and the food was really freaking good. When we were there, also the VP of sales, I think it was the VP of sales, actually a bunch of people. Or like my whole table, whoever I was sitting with was just like paying for our drinks all night, like our beer and stuff. Hey, could you show off your current Unifi networks, your current setup, Unifi network? I can't show off my Unifi network controller because there's a lot of stuff on there. Oh no, I can't. I can't show anything. No. I was going to take a screenshot of my topology, but I can't show that either right now. I have 300M and I don't have power. And I don't have power only from one area. What switch do I need? I have 300M. 300 meters? Which switch do I need? Are you talking about like powering up a switch with like a Cat6 cable? My philosophy for labor charge is all you can get. Yes. Well, it depends if you want the job or not. Most people hire us because they see me on YouTube, and but I find that our rates are good. What did they serve? I think they served sandwiches and soup and a bunch of dessert and stuff like that. I was hoping for pizza. Yeah, it's a little bit like for my Anthony, for my, well, you could find all my prices on my website. Not for cabling, just for like my consulting rates. I charge $200 an hour Canadian, and then 300 after hour, which I don't do a lot of emergency support, but I do say here that my days are 8 to 6, but it's kind of really whenever I plan it. Like I probably should take out Saturday and Sundays. We do a lot of on-site work on the weekend because we don't like to work around people. I hate working around anybody. Yeah, ask your questions. I'll probably stay on for another 10 or something minutes. Did I have anything else? Oh, we didn't see this. We didn't look at this. Holy moly. Okay, this is cool. I haven't tried it out yet. I don't even think this was at the Ubiquity World Conference in Chicago. And we kind of saw it in a picture where they were showing off the dome, the turret, the little PTZ. Like they teased it in one of their videos when they showed the UK Ultra access point. But this is the Access Ultra, and I wonder what the price is going to be on it. But what it does, so it's an access reader with built-in Unifi Access Hub for entry control that supports NFC, key fob, and mobile access. So we have one lock terminal. So we either have a 12 volt or we have a dry relay, and then you'd be powering it, the lock off something else. So what that lock terminal will do for us, you'll be able to put a mag lock on it, or you'll be able to put electric strike or whatever other accessory you're trying to do. It has one additional ports for sensors or buttons. So these sensors, I would assume, are like our door position switches, possibly. The button would be for like a request to exit button or a motion sensor or something like that. And we could unlock it. It says NFC or Unified Mobility. It's for entry and exit, and it could do, it's IP55 up to minus 30 to 40 Celsius, which is a pretty good range for temperature-wise. Wish I could go to UWC, but it's a bit far from Denmark, especially I can't fly anymore. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah. It was a very short flight for us to go to Chicago. I think it was like an hour and 50 minutes, something like that. In all honesty, my labor for general IT is $100 an hour. For network security, it's $120. Yeah. Yep. I mean, so that's like labor rates. You always got to be lower than your consulting rates. That's what I think anyway. Because consulting, it takes you years to learn. Not that it doesn't take you years to learn cabling and stuff like that, but nobody's going to pay me $300 an hour to run a cable. Yeah. Is there any news on a possible NAS? That's what no, there's no new news. I mean, people have found some stuff. You could look in the Ubiquity Discord about it, but were there leaks on Reddit? Oh, I didn't see that. Not a wall mount. For a rack enclosure, I usually use StarTech. Actually, what does Tim use? Techno Tim uses Sys rack. I like these. Hammond racks are good too. Your PCMD, thank you for the $10. Put this towards new icons. Yes, I will do that. Let me write that down. New icons. What are we wanting for icons though? I have to figure it out. New icons for members. Yeah, let me work on that. I should work on that. I'm gonna plan a day to revamp that whole system. But for racks, like SysRack equipments are good. They are a Canadian company, but I think they have a US place you could get them from. Just signed up for WCT or the conference in London. Didn't know they're coming here. Yeah. If you can make it to that conference, it's awesome. Robert Parrott's whole speech was great. It was like he was just well, I mean, he's a person. He's a normal person, but he didn't act like a normal CEO. Like he was like one of us. Like he went through the struggles with the same UDMs, which, I mean, saying that, you probably don't want your customers going through those struggles as well. But he was very upfront about all the issues that they had. Hi, I bought a UMVR. Is there a way to move what was recorded on the Cloud Key Plus? There isn't a way to. No, you can't move your actual recordings. No, you'd move your cameras over to your UMVR. Can you point the bullet cameras parallel to a mounted wall? Parallel to a mounted wall. Without angled bracket, which seems to be sold out. Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, it's just a ballpoint on the bullets. They're very easy to move. Looking forward to the 22nd in London too. I wish I was flown everywhere. It'd be so much fun. I'd love to. Well, I probably wouldn't want to go to all of them. And London would probably be like an 8-hour flight, which I'm good. When would you use the UXG Max? Max. It's more expensive than the Cloud Gateway Ultra. Well, if you don't want to use a built-in one controller, like the Cloud Key with all the network stuff, that's when you'd use it. A lot of MSPs would end up using something like that. I have one of them, but I don't know if I'll. Whoops. I don't know if I'll review it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I want to review it yet. I got a lot of stuff that I got to do. So we got an Ekahau video coming out. I have this Grandstream stuff I got to work on. TP-Link is really pushing me to get a video out on stuff that they sent me probably almost a year ago. And I just don't know. I had Ugreen, which I won't be getting. You've probably seen a ton of people already review this. Raid Owl, I think, did one. So they've emailed me, I think, 12 times about sending me a Ugreen NAS to do a video on. I'm okay. I'm not really the NAS person in here. I'm good. Because you feel like when you take something from a company, like they send you something that you have to review it, and there is stipulations around how you have to say stuff. I heard in the Ugreen, like it's got to be more positive, which is not good. You want to do a review on how you actually feel about it. Yeah, we're not going to London. We're already going enough places this year. G5 turret or flex? I haven't used the turret. The flex is really good, but the turrets actually look great. Actually, DPC, he's got a video on it. Let me bring up his channel. Yeah, you did a video on it. DPC. So anything camera-wise, or I mean just video-wise, UPC turret. You did, well, Clay's done a bunch of videos on the different videos. So this one is, I don't know what this one is. There's a video. Look at that one. That's about the turret. This one is testing the dome and the turret. I have the turret up at my parents' and the quality looks great. And it's a nice form factor. Once I have everything done in Dubai, would you fly here to get everything done? Dubai. It would be very warm. It would be very warm. Let me think about that. I have to bring my brother with me. That's the only thing. Because he helps me with a lot of our stuff. Is there a video coming about the UXG Max? Maybe. I don't know for sure if I want to do a video. It's possible. What'd you say? You're not Chantel. You can't go to Dubai. Just one sec. Yeah. Chantel's playing my stream on TV and I was hearing my voice going through. Wi-Fi plus CCTV plus doors. Yeah, that's a bit of work. Okay, so the turret over the flex. I really like I like the flex, but I just have it in my catio. And 2 on the side of my house. It seems to do okay, but yeah, she does what she wants to go, but how long is the flight? That's what I'm concerned about. Flight from Toronto to Dubai. I actually have my main customer. That's they got a couple houses in Dubai, I think. When the heck is it? How long is the flight from Toronto? Holy moly. It's 13-hour flight non-stop. That would be a long flight. 14 hours direct. Okay, so it's roughly around the same where you are. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Oh, I put this on Twitter. Forget Twitter. I'll kind of show you the beginning if you haven't seen this. Whoops, not my messages. We don't want to show that. Did I put it in my media? Oh, okay. So this is the job we're working on right now. We have more cables than this. And yes, it's a huge mess in the back. There's a reason we haven't cleaned that up because we don't know what's active or not. This fiber optic cable, this is linking somewhere in the building. It's not active. They ran a new fiber. But the majority of this stuff in this 2-inch conduit is all garbage. So we'll end up cutting it out. These cables, I just don't know if they connect to a thermostat or something like that. So I haven't cut these out. But my goal is all these access boxes on the back, they're not using that anymore. I'm going to trace these, then I'm going to cut them all out. But we're going to add another UDM somewhere in here for high availability. We might take out the PDU Pro and put in the PDU HD because it would be perfect for this scenario. This I was kind of joking on. We completed one switch for this job that we're working on. Who cares what the color of the patch cables are? It really doesn't matter. Also, who cares about labeling? Just let the next guy worry about it. I was doing that more for engagement because I knew people would be upset with one, all the different colors of the patch cables, two, without labeling and stuff like that. What we had to do, we had to get this up and running because there's the access control people. They're using something called Salto locks. The Salto locks have their own Wi-Fi access points, and we needed to get them running so that the door guys could finish. But we're back here tomorrow. I do have a bunch of footage that I've gotten from it. This was hilarious, I thought. April Fool's joke. The new Unifi AP. What else was there? Why did I post this? When did I post this? I don't know why I posted that. This is kind of the rack design was what I was thinking about, and I kind of got people's opinions on it. Some people said to move, and it's a 48U rack, not this small one. Some people said to move the NAS up top, I guess for heat. I'm more worried about how heavy the NAS is, but the rack is bolted to the ground. But this is the general idea what we'll be going with. People are also complaining that I don't have cable management in here. I mean, I'm using 6-inch patch cables all the way across. We have two well, you could see. We have two vertical cable managers going down. So with the DAC cables, we're going to have an aggregation pro switch or maybe two. We could just bring the DAC cables in, down, and then out. Another option would be adding like a brush panel or something like that. Do you think Ubiquity's recent release are confusing or not? There is a lot of gear that they've released. I don't think it's overly confusing. I just think they're trying to hit everybody. So like the Unifi Express is more for home, the Gateway Lite and the Ultra, those could be for home or small business. I think they're trying to kind of fit everybody in with a bunch of different consoles. When will the Switch Ultra enclosure come out? I don't know, but I'm hoping soon because that's gonna make for a great outdoor box for cameras. Ritesh, no problem. Have a good weekend. Take care. 13 to 14 hour flight isn't bad. To fly from Toronto to Beijing China is 13 hours. I couldn't do it. We went. Well, I probably could do it. We went to Hawaii and I think our longest was like 7 hours, 6.5, 7 hours. And it was crazy. It's not a 4-post rack. And they said just reuse the rack that's there. Like these people, they got money. We could rip it out and put a 4-post, but we're not putting in any servers. Everything's cloud-based. I forget who we're going with, the company. It's a co-working space. So what's going to happen is you buy an hour of time or you buy 3 hours of time in this application, like an app on your phone. That app gives you access to one of the offices. It unlocks the door only for you, and it gives you 3 hours of Wi-Fi, and it gives you printer resources and stuff like that. So that's what that space is going to be. It's going to be a really cool build. Let's see. Exit that. I think that was Grandstream Cloud. We kind of talked about the cloud. We didn't go in super detail. That. Ugreen NAS. I don't know. Like, are people excited about the Ugreen NAS? It's a little different that they have a Kickstarter. I bet you their Kickstarter's doing pretty well though. Oh, it's already, holy crap. So their goal was 27,000 and they made 7 million? No wonder why they're sponsoring all these people on YouTube. Should I do it and just get the money? That's insane. There is going to be a UPS. There's going to be a UPS in there, yep. 2 likes away from 100. 1 like away from 100, yes. Currently, we use Fortinet application or appliance. Which UI appliance would be? You'd probably want to get like the UDMSE, something like that. Nice, we're at 100. Let's go. I'll say this one more time. Let's see how many we got up to. Shall we? Boop. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:21. Where the heck is it? I'm going to plug our vlog channel one more time because we're trying to get to 100 or 500. That's there. What are we at right now? 463 still. That's our vlog channel. So if you like that type of stuff, it's no tech stuff right now. Will the Ubiquiti system work with VLANs on TP-Link Amada? I don't see why not. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you could mix and match different equipment. It's just easier when you're either using Unifi, all like full Unifi stack or Amada stack and stuff like that. Like we've done where we had a UDM Pro and then we had to use a TP-Link switch because this was going back when stock issues were like a major thing. So we had to do that. And yes, you could span VLANs across. If it's VLAN aware, you're just going to have to do the management in different interfaces. That's it. Ugreen NAS is overpriced for what it is. Also, what I heard is TerraMaster is building them. Which TerraMaster? So TerraMaster sent me a NAS, and I never did a review on it. I don't even know if I have it anymore. Everything is Unifi except the firewall. Yeah, you could still do that. Yeah, absolutely. What is a good bridge for? What is a good wireless bridge for multiple 4K cameras? Gosh, I don't know. If you're already in Unifi, you could use the building-to-building bridges. If you don't have a Unifi network controller, I think this is the AirMax Gigabeam. The good thing about is it this one or is it the other one? Oh, the Gigabeam Plus. I think that only does 60 gigahertz. The AirMax Gigabeam has a 5 gigahertz backup radio as well, so I'd probably get these. I mean, these are coming in at a way lower cost too. Any experience with the PoE chime with access? In my office, I plan to have a chime on both the floors. I believe if you have your Unifi access controller sitting on your UMVR, you could pair that with the Protect chimes. Lightbeam AC. Yep, maybe that would work. Lightbeam AC. We don't do, like I said, we don't do a ton of point-to-point stuff. I'd love to, but we just don't get requests for it. The net review guy the net guy reviews. I said that backwards. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later on. Take care. Do you purchase UI Care for cameras? We haven't yet because UI Care just kind of became available in Canada. We probably will soon, though. We don't have a lot of camera fails. When we do, it's more user error when somebody didn't put the grommet in or they didn't seal it properly. Alonzo, good morning. How's it going? We are only going to be on here for like another 2 minutes. Yeah. If I was to get an NAS, like I wouldn't get the, I use Synology. That's what I use right now. I have the DS1621XS Plus. Boop. What's good about Synology is their active backup for business is like, what I use it for is I put my, let's just go here. I put my YouTube video backups on it. I don't use it right now as like an editing machine for my videos. Maybe I should look into that. But Active Backup for Business is great. So is, what else? The email, like Workspace and 365. The backup for that is also great. The hybrid backup is awesome. What else? They just make things so simple. Like for the NAS world, Synology is great. I know a lot of people run TrueNAS and stuff like that. I haven't gotten into that. I almost wonder, can you put TrueNAS on a Synology box? I have an extra Synology that I could probably try it with. Hi, we need an 8 and 16 port 10 gig switch with, ooh, you might be, I don't know what you're going to get there. What do they have for that? PoE 10 gig. Well, they got this. They don't have any 8 or, oh, one of the cats was in here. You could buy a couple of these, the XGs. There's not a whole ton with PoE. That's the problem. They might have some older models that you could search through. Have you installed outdoor cameras with burial cable? Yeah, we have, yeah. Well, the cable is burial cable. I mean, that's what you use outdoors if you're burying it, yeah. Perfectly happy with a couple Synology NASs. Yes, I think if Ubiquiti does come out with the NAS, I think it'll be cool too to tie everything in. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about before we drop off. I am quoting a job, not that we really need to talk about, but I'm quoting a job for Unifi Access on Monday. So currently they have an old Cantech system. So I'm going to go check it out. Oh, it kind of sucks. But they have 20 doors that we need to do. So that's going to make it interesting. 20 doors. The enterprise access hubs could do 8. So we'll need 816. Realistically, we'd probably have to just buy 3 enterprise access hubs. And then do a crap ton of cabling. The good thing about these, they have a switch built into them. So we don't need to worry about PoE++ switching and all of that. And all the wires go on. We could conduit from the roof down into the box. They have your emergency inputs, which we could kind of like daisy chain together if they have a fire alarm. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be a cool job. If I get it, we'll see. QNAP I don't look at just because they have so many security issues all the time. So I've never actually looked into them. For burying cable, it all really depends on your local code. You should probably check the ground to make sure anything's in there before you dig. 6 inches is typically the standard, and people sometimes put in conduit, or you could just put the dirt back on top of it. Like what I have going for my catio right now at the side of their house, we have a bunch of gravel, and then I just have a cable running under the gravel into the catio. Call before you dig. Yes. There's been many times where contractors have got like a backhaul and they cut through like a 400 pair of cable and brought down everybody's internet and phone lines. And that does get very costly because then you got to terminate it, re-terminate it, splice it, especially if it's fiber. You're going to be in trouble. But I think, yep, 100%. Yes, the backhoe, yep. I think that's going to be it for today. There will be videos this week. Ekahau for sure. There's going to be the design video on that. I'm not too sure what else we'll have this week. Ubiquiti I'm sure there'll be something Ubiquiti. I don't know what I'll do with it. I have to start. I want to do a Unifi Talk 2024, Unifi Network 2024. Cody, do you think a new UMVR will come out this year? Maybe. I don't know what they would really add. It would be nice something with higher capacity, but I'm not sure. But anyway, everybody have a great weekend. I am going into work tomorrow. Hopefully some more on-site job videos soon too. Take care. See ya.